This segment is sponsored by Winning Warrior Krav Maga.
When was the last time you walked through a parking lot and you felt a little uneasy? I'm here with my good friend Mark Wynn of Winning Warrior Krav Maga to give us some tips on staying safe.
Sure. So first thing we want to do, as we always talk about OODA Loop, we want to observe, orient, decide, and act. Observe any environment I go into, orient myself to people and things, decide what I can and cannot do, and then be willing to act immediately if something goes down. So from the standpoint of driving, if I'm driving, I need to obviously pay attention to what's going on around me like we do every day. But when we get to certain points in our driving, you have to set yourself up for success. So for example, if someone wanted to box you in, that means they have to be close to you. So one rule of thought, and I actually got this from a driver, one rule of thought I use when I'm in traffic, if there's a vehicle in front of me, I want to be far enough behind them so I can see the bottom of their wheels. If I can't see those back tires, I am too close. That's twofold. From a safety standpoint, if someone is rear-ending me because they can't stop, now I have some room to move. But if I'm already there, all I can do is close my eyes and hope I don't get hurt. Also, if there was an emergency and you actually had to cut away to one side or the other, you can bring enough momentum to cut. But if you're boxed in, then you're not going to be able to do that.
So ultimately what you're saying is you want to give yourself, wherever possible, enough time to respond. And when driving, that time means space, as much space as you can.
Managing space. So with, just like, for example, I already know you, so I'm not scared to stand next to you, right? But if I don't know you, I might be like 6 feet. I always tell people keep a 6-foot bubble around them for people that they don't know.
Right.
Because that way, just like you said, it gives you response time. And you can alternate and do what you need to do and see what's going to happen. Now, from a parking standpoint, that's always very interesting because, one, if you can, either always make it so that when you leave, you can pull straight out. That means you might have to pull through a parking space or back into a parking space. What that allows you to do, again, build more momentum to get out of that parking space if something goes wrong. Now, the second part of that is you have to be aware of your vehicle. So I parked here, but when I came back, there were more vehicles. So I need to know what's going on around my vehicle. So for me to walk around my vehicle and see if, like a lady just the other day, I was in my office. She comes from, I'm not gonna say where she came from, but she came from next door. And she opens her car door into my car and she's looking around to see if anybody sees it. I'm like, really? So the short of it was, and then she left.
No.
Didn't even check, right?
Didn't check.
Just left. No note, no nothing, just left. But the point of it is, if you're watching around your vehicle, you're going to notice things. You might notice you have a flat tire, so on and so on. But again, give yourself space. Now, if there's a larger vehicle there, a truck, a van, or something like that, you want to move in a fashion that will allow you to see what's going on a wide breadth. So I don't want, if this is the corner of the car, I don't want to be like this, go around the corner and get snatched or get hit.
Right.
So if your shoulder's the corner, then I want to give myself a wide breadth so as I walk around, I can see what's there. And if there is something there, that's that 6-foot bubble again, now I have time to react and get gone.
Well, and that's interesting. My dad used to always say, don't cut corners too close. Go around, give yourself some space. And also, as you mentioned, you may not want to go take the most direct route to your car if you feel that you should be observing. Absolutely. You might go around a little bit or act like you're going somewhere else and come back.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, these are key tips for us, especially in the summertime when you might be out later than usual. Keep your eyes peeled. Know what's going on around your vehicle and what was happening before you came and as you're leaving. Thank you so much for being with us.
Awesome.
If you'd like to learn more about Winning Warrior Krav Maga and the self-defense classes he teaches to you, please visit our website at virginiathismorning.com.
Winning Warrior Krav Maga is located at 10090 Midlothian Turnpike in Richmond. You can give them a call, 804-620-7761. Learn more online, kravrva.com, and find out more on Facebook at Winning Warrior Krav Maga and on Instagram at Winning Warrior Krav. Right now, I'm going to send it over to Corey.
Thanks, Jess. If you enjoy seafood, the summer is a perfect time to enjoy a clam bake. Andreas and Jessica had a good time putting one together. Take a look.